What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and want stuff. I got an Arsenal inventory update to do for you guys. Tapes and vinyl this time. And I'm going to run down some special contents that I got from a very good friend of mine who is a very, very awesome and somewhat prominent figure within underground black metal. But before I get into that, first what we're listening to in the background. Omen Filth, Hymns of Diabolical Treachery. Really, really killer black metal from the Philippines. I believe they're going to have a new full-length album in 2019 through Eternal Death, so definitely keep your eyes and ears peeled out for new material from this band. Very, very good stuff. But yeah, on to the collection update. A couple of months ago, or sometime last year, I received a package from a very good guy by the name of Jan Whitney. You probably may not know who he is, but you probably are familiar with his artwork style. He has an art pseudonym, Death My Only Friend. And he has done artwork for some very, very notable bands from within black metal and death metal. Some that come to mind would be Drowning the Light. He did the cover art for the Vore Rising album. He did the artwork for Calcemia's most recent EP. He's also done work with some really awesome Canadian black metal bands like Shesmu and The Projectionist. He's a really, really talented painter and artist, but he also has a lot of other things that he's worked on very well too. He also has a zine called Raw War, which I believe is distributed through Darker Than Black. And he also has a new metal label that he's been working on called Triumphant Cadaver, which is somewhat of a black metal orientated label dedicated to showing to putting out releases from some very interesting and obscure underground black metal bands. But he sent me a package full of really cool stuff, and I want to get some of the cool little tidbits out of the way first. I mentioned his zine, Raw War zine, and I have a copy of it right here. Yeah, this is Raw War Die Hard Edition, issue number 4. As you can see, it has a very sturdy little thing to hold the pages together. Very badass artwork here. But yeah, there you see the man in question here. Little 4 words and table of contents as to what this magazine is about. Basically a lot of reviews and interviews. This particular issue has the likes of Ensepulture, Forgotten Soul, Vore, Ordum Satanica, Vargrav, Blood Tyrant, and a whole lot more. Came with this little poster art here for issue number 4, which I think is very, very neat. Very cool little poster to be included, but yeah. You have this interview stuff. This is the interview with Vargrav, and then from then on there it's going to lead to the interview with Blood Tyrant. And then you have all these different sorts of pages. Very, very top quality collage art and editing done for this zine, which I think is really, really cool. And it's not too often you see zines make a lot of the presence felt within metal, but I believe with Raw War zine, he's doing some tremendous work here by doing these interviews, doing these reviews, and putting a... I mean, this thing feels like a damn paperweight. You could put this on a table for anybody to read and check out. But yeah, if you're not familiar with Raw War zine, I would highly recommend that you check this out. This is some seriously killer, a seriously killer magazine. Cool print job, great editing, great work done altogether. And I'm curious to see what things he decides to work with and put out next for the next issue. So yeah, total support to Raw War zine. Also got a 7-inch vinyl. I believe he has a girlfriend that runs a label called Anti-Live. And one of the first releases that label put out was this particular 7-inch. Yeah, this is Nevad with Marked for Livet. Yeah. Like with a lot of the tapes I'm going to show you here, I'm very, very new and green to a lot of these bands, so I still have a lot more research and a lot more stuff to look up from these particular bands, so... yeah, I hope I introduce y'all to something very interesting too. So yeah, Nevad, don't know too much about them other from the fact that they're from Sweden and they play this really fast, crusty, hardcore influenced style of black metal. I mean, there's black metal hints in bits in there, but I feel a lot more of a hardcore punk leaning towards this particular release. I think it's no less than 10 minutes, but yet you get some very intriguing stuff here with the music, shouted vocals, good riffs, spastic sort of drumming. I think this is a very impressive 7-inch, and I believe this was originally first released as a tape, but this is a vinyl version released for the label. But yeah, really cool front cover. There you see Nivad, which I believe stands for knife in Swedish, but yeah, cool album cover, track listing. There you see this is the label, Anti-Live, and this is hand numbered to 100 copies, and I have number 30 out of 100, which is very, very cool. Comes with a little lyric sheet, all these shiv knife looking things on the back here, and over here you have the lyrics and credits of the band members in question. And it's black vinyl, nothing too special. Track listing, the band logo on the back. But yeah, if you're into hardcore punk, black metal, crust punk, all that type of shit, you probably would want to check out Nivad. This is very interesting stuff, and I'm very curious to hear more. Now we get on into the tapes. These are all of the Triumphant Cadaver releases, and these are all very distinctive black metal projects from all around the world, and they all have their distinctive qualities about them. So we're going to get started off with this first one here. Yeah, this is Hor Blood with Empires of Black Malice. Yeah. I believe this was released last year, and Hor Blood is a one-person project based out of Sweden, and this is some very, very chaotic, raw, dark, nasty-sounding black metal. Really, really dig the vibes and the ideas that are being presented here on this demo. Really good stuff. It's only 4 tracks long, but yet you get a lot of depth and creativity going forward with this. It's very raw, it's very unapproachable at first, but yet once you get comfortable listening to this more and more, you'll have a fond appreciation of what's going on here with this demo. But yeah, really cool stuff. Love this artwork, and I love this logo. Very, very cool stuff. Then you see the Triumphant Cadaver logo here. I believe Foul is the name of the guy behind this project. There you see the man in question here. Yeah, recorded in April 2018, so this was definitely released last year. And it comes on a black pro tape. Nice little artwork etched on the A side and B side. I believe both sides play the same. But yeah, really, really top quality Swedish black metal. Very raw, nasty stuff. But yeah, check out Hor Blood with Empires of Black Malice. Very impressive stuff. Yeah. Got some more raw black metal goodness over here. This time it's a little bit of an international incident. Yeah, this is Bleakness Projection with Nocturnal Astral Blood. Yeah, this is a 2018 demo, and I believe this band is based out of both Spain and Michigan in the US, and this is another sort of intriguing raw black metal project. I'm getting a lot of you know, judging by the name of the release, Nocturnal Astral Blood, there's a little bit of an interstellar sort of feeling going for it with how some of these tracks are, like Luminous Apparitions and Oblivion is present, but you just get some really, really top quality black metal here. Just like the previous release I talked about, this is also pretty raw and unapproachable at first, but you'll get in the swing of things once you give it repeated listens. I just think it's very impressive on an instrumental level, on a vocal level. It's just very, very chaotic sounding stuff, but yeah. Album cover here. Dig the dude in the witch hat. Has that Grossum Kite sort of image going on here. There you see labels on this J card here. Anti-Live, Triumphant Cadaver. Very, very cool. Track listing, band members in question, and credits. Very cool stuff. And this is on a white pro tape with the etchings on the A side and B side, which I think is very good quality. I like when tapes are done like this. It's cool to have a nice tape, but when you see artwork and all these extra details being added to it, I think it helps out a great, great deal. But yeah, if you like really raw black metal, I would recommend checking out Bleakness Projection. Very impressive stuff. Up next, we have a little bit of a shift change in sound for this next release. Yeah, this is Cosmic Funeral with Lucifer Excelsis. Yeah. These guys are based out of Turkey, and this band has a more traditional, contemporary sort of sound, whereas the last releases I talked about had that raw sort of feeling for it. This one feels a lot more modern and contemporary and up to date, as far as the production quality, as far as the drum sound, as far as the vocals, and as far as the riffs and bass work are concerned. It's only a 2-track EP, but I think it's really, really impressive stuff. Pretty much bare bones, meat and potatoes sort of black metal going on here, but I think these 2 tracks that are on here, both the title track, Lucifer Excelsis, and Where Demons Emerge, is very, very good. And I'd love to see and hear more of what this project is all about, because Turkey is a really, really great hotbed for extreme metal of all kinds, and I think this project is another fine example of that. But yeah, there you see the album cover art here. Very cool artwork. There you see Triumphant, Cadaver, Anti-Live Productions. And you fold this out and you have the band members in question here. Pretty cult-looking band member photo here. Very cool. And pro tape, dual side, program repeats on both sides. There you see the band logo for Cosmic Funeral and the Devil Horn logo for side A and side B, which I think is very neat. But yeah, contemporary sounding black metal that still gets the job done and sounds really awesome. But yeah, Cosmic Funeral, Cosmic Funeral with Lucifer Excelsis. Go check this one out. And the last thing I'm going to show you here is the last tape of the bunch, and probably from one of the most prolific bands under the Triumphant Cadaver promotion. Yeah, this is Vore with Elephant. Yeah. This is released, I believe this was released late last year, and from what I was able to look up of this project, this is a very, very prolific sort of project based out of Mexico, and this project has a metric fuck ton of releases, whether it be splits, full lengths, EPs, collaborative material. This is just a very, very prolific type of black metal project, and the fact that this particular release got put out shows you what type of ideas that Vore has, because it's not only just black metal, you hear some industrial, some death industrial, some noise. It's just very chaotic and creative, and it's a very lengthy release too. This is definitely something you need to have a lot of time and expertise to dive into and pay attention to, but I think with all of the songs that are on this full-length release, I think it's impressive, and I definitely have a lot more to look up to as far as Vore is concerned, but this is very solid and entertaining nonetheless. But yeah, very cool artwork here, track listing here, which I'm not even going to bother attempting to pronounce, but you already have an idea of what's going on here. There you see the guy in question behind this project. Yeah, I believe, yeah, 2017, I should say. This is when the Elephant release came out, but this is the tape version through Triumphant Cadaver, Anti-Live Productions. Back of the J card here. Very, very high quality on this thing. And there you have the tape here, side A, side B. More artwork etching on the A and B sides of the tape. Very, very impressive quality here on this tape. Seriously, good stuff here. But yeah, Vore, Elephant, if you like innovative and experimental black metal stuff, you probably will find something to enjoy with this Vore release. So yeah, I'm going to conclude this video. Big thank you again to Jen, Death, My Only Friend Artworks, for this really great package of stuff, and for doing a great service to underground extreme metal. I'm going to leave you some links in the description box to some of the bands and artists I talked to you about here. I will also leave you a link to the Triumphant Cadaver website, where you can keep up with what's going on as far as his zine or his music label is concerned. There's going to be a lot of more great stuff to come from him in the future. So if you've happened to have heard or own any of these releases, definitely let me know what you think about it and how you feel about it, and we can go from there. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. Until the next time, Army Hell out.